Hello, TCS. This is Rachel Brockman, and I'm going to take a couple of moments to share with you about how to set up your seating chart for your classroom. Setting up your seating chart in PowerSchool SIS is a great thing to do because it gives you another option for taking attendance. We're going to be talking about taking attendance in another video, but if you are wanting all of those options available to you, you need to get your seating chart set up. Another great reason, a great use for seating charts, if you have a substitute, it's a great way for your sub to very quickly and easily know where each of the students are in your classroom. It's an easy way for them to take attendance since they can't log in. And also, if we have to do any contact tracing, you already have your seating chart set up. So setting up seating charts, here we go, right? When you log in, you'll go ahead and go to Clever. The link to PowerSchool is there. Use your TCS login to log in. It will take you here to the landing page. And on the landing page, you're going to see the start page from the navigation menu. Okay. Once you get in here, you'll see all the different classes that you teach in each instance of those classes. And then you've got your options over here to the right. One of those options, if you hover over it, is seating chart. And we're going to click on seating chart today and see how you can set up seating charts for your classroom. All right, so when it loads, I played around with this a little bit earlier. I have one seating chart already set up for the classroom. There are different ways that you can set them up, different layouts. But if you just examine the page first and you notice at the top, this is also acts as an attendance page. You can take attendance, single day attendance, multi-day attendance, or seating chart attendance. And we will talk about all three of those options more in the attendance video. The tab that we're going to be needing to spend time in today is this one, the seating chart design. So go ahead, we'll be clicking on that. And any layouts that you've already created are going to be listed there. I created 2 layouts this morning. If you need to edit your layout for any reason, and you click the edit button, you can change the name of your layout. And so maybe you have multiple layouts for different activities that you do in the classroom. Maybe you've got one for group work and one for spelling tests. But you can name them whatever you want to, and then put the description of when that seating chart is used in the box below, and then you can click OK. Once you've got it named, you can make any changes in here that you wish. So let's say I want to wipe this clean, I want to start over. Whatever you drop and drag a box around, it activates, it highlights that object, and then you can use the controls up here to do whatever you wish with those objects. So I'm going to remove these objects. I'm also going to remove all of these seats over here. I'm going to remove all of them, and it drops all my students on my roster on the left-hand side. So from here, I can start building my classroom the way that I want it to be. So maybe this first layout, I want just to be alphabetical in rows because I don't know my students yet, and I don't know what groups I want to put them in yet because I don't know their personalities. I can come up here to rows and click on rows. And let's say that I know I've got maybe 24 students in my class, and I've got room in my room for about 3 rows of students, 8 students across. So that should be enough for all of my students. And you'll notice in the background, it'll kind of like put a preview of what it will look like in the background as you work with it. So if I change this to 10, you'll see it'll drop 2 more student seats over here. So you get a little preview, which is nice. Go ahead and click add whenever you're ready. Whatever's highlighted, you can drag and drop, move around. You can also do that with like one item. You can drag and drop one item if you have one little chair that you like to pull off to the side. If you do something and you want to undo that, we've got a great undo button that will undo any mistakes that you make. And once you have your classroom set up the way that you want to, you can drag and drop students manually into the chairs, or you can do an auto populate. So I could click on populate. Maybe I want an alphabetical, A to Z, which name, first name or last name I want. Go ahead and click add, and it drops students in for me. From here, you can change where a student is sitting by clicking on the X. It drops them back over here, and then you can drag them and drop them to the seat that you want them to sit. If you need to move just a couple of chairs, you can highlight just those couple of chairs and move those two students over if you need to. You can also add other features in the room that help a substitute get oriented where the students are. So you can add objects like the teacher desk. Maybe your teacher desk is up here, classroom door is over here to the side. And when you're done, you click save. Okay, so there's your first layout. Um, Maybe you have a very eclectic layout for your room. I played around with one of those as well. Layout number 2, you can add chairs and drag those chairs wherever you need them to be. And then, let me delete this. You can add maybe a collaborative table. So if I go over here to tables, I can say I want to add one table and I want that table to have 4 chairs. Add it. It will drop it in typically at the bottom. And then you can drag and drop that table of 4 chairs wherever you want it. Maybe there's a collaborative table in the middle of your room. And then from there, you can drag and drop your student names wherever you wish for them to sit. Just be sure when you're done that you always click save. Okay. And that is how you create your classroom seating chart. So I would recommend to take a few minutes and go ahead and log into PowerSchool and go to the seating chart icon and play around with a couple of layouts for your room. See if you can get your students in the seating charts. And that'll be a useful tool for you this year, especially when you have to be out and you have a substitute. If you have any questions at all, you can email me at rachel.brockman@trustfulcityschools.com.